Bună dimineața, o să vă rog să vă ocupați din nou pentru limba română canalul 1, for English channel 2. Bună dimineața și bine ați venit la cel de-al 6-lea congres al Federației Europene a Rangerilor și este o mare derangere aici, este o mare bucurie că ați reușit să vă alăturați congresului. O să încep prin a vă spune câteva mici reguli ca să ne adaptăm ușor la ce este în jurul nostru. Eu sunt Alexandru Bulacu. Zilele acestea voi fi cel care vă va obosi cel mai mult pe parcursul zilelor pe care le petreceți aici. Sunt directorul Societății Române de Sălbăticie, unui din nou pentru care, așa cum vă puteți imagina, lucrează în domeniul conservării naturii și a vieții sălbatice. Bună dimineața pentru toată lumea, în partea stângă ieșirii. Faceți dreapta și apoi imediat stânga pentru toaletă. A rangerilor, cei care aveți nevoie, tot mai jos de toaletă, aici este o mare bucurie că ați reușit să vă alăturați congresului și o să încep ce înseamnă prin a vă spune arii protejate din România. Este un colț pe care vă invit să-l vizitați de fiecare dată. Evident, este interzis fumatul în toate spațiile închise. Este o lege europeană și încercăm să o respectăm cu toții. Pentru masa de prânz, deja v-ați obișnuit, o să Societății Române de Sălbăticie, un restaurantul pe care deja îl cunoașteți, așa cum vă puteți imagina, lucrează în domeniul conservării naturii și a vieții sălbatice. O să vă rugăm să vă lăsați căștile pe scaune, să nu ieșiți cu ele afară, că e destul de complicat și nici nu vrem să le descărcăm. Iar la pauza de prânz o să vă rugăm să mai jos de echipei tehnice și la întoarcerea de la prânz o să primiți din nou căștile fiecare dintre protejate din România. Acestea fiind spuse, colț pe care vă invit să-l vizitați de fiecare dată. Evident, este interzis acest minunat congres în toate spațiile închise. Sunt onorat să fiu aici alături de este o lege europeană și încercăm să o respectăm cu toții. Pentru masa de prânz, energia v-ați obișnuit pentru tot ce înseamnă conservarea naturii. Și ca să începem într-o notă pe care deja să zicem puțin oficială, astăzi de dimineață, am să invit în fața dumneavoastră și foarte important pe cineva care vine de la autoritatea pentru parcurile naționale din Israel, pe scaune, este și șeful unității operaționale și nici nu vrem să le descărcăm a braconajului. Iar la pauza de prânz o să vă rugăm să le predați echipei deține tehnice, funcția de vicepreședinte al Federației Europene a Rangerilor, prânz, o să îl invit în fața dumneavoastră din nou căștile fiecare dintre dumneavoastră. Acestea fiind spuse, sper că sunteți pregătiți să începem acest minunat congres. Sunt onorat să fiu aici alături de atât mulți oameni care își dăruiesc viața și timpul și energia pentru tot ce înseamnă conservarea naturii. Și ca să începem într-o notă, să zicem, puțin oficială, am să invit în fața dumneavoastră acum pe cineva care vine de la Autoritatea pentru Parcurile Naționale din Israel. Este și șeful unității operaționale de combatere a braconajului. Astăzi deține funcția de vicepreședinte al Federației Europene a Rangerilor. Îl invit în fața dumneavoastră pe Ian Jäger.
We are rangers from all Europe. Want to thank you for your efforts to support and protect Romanian natural and cultural heritage. My name is Ian Jäger. You're not alone in this mission. Also, we want to honor in Israel the honorable guest for the last 34 years, sasea ranger from National Agency of
since October
Protected Areas. 22,
Mr.
Jean Vichan of European Federation, General Director of National Forestry Administration,
distinguished
of
guest,
Roman Silva,
Rangers of
and
Europe.
Major
It's a
Mihai
great honor to open this European
General
Congress
Inspectora
and welcome
of
the distinguished
representative of General Inspectora of Romanian, John Mandia.
I hope she will come, the minister.
Also, we want to thank the honorable
Diana
guests that come here,
Bujaiano,
John,
and I want to
Churchill,
say to her, and the crew is here, I hope you will
the
give
General
her this
Manager
message.
of International
Rangers
Romanian
from all Europe
Ranger
want to thank
Federation,
you
and Miss
for your efforts
Laura
Pastoriano,
to support
Vice
and
President
protect
of
Latin
Romanian
American
Natural
Ranger
Federation
and Cultural Heritage.
You're
being
not
here
alone
today,
in this mission.
you being here today,
Also, the bridge
we want
between
to honor
instituted
the honorable
nations
guest,
and all
Michaela,
those who
Nastasa,
detect their life to protect
from
nature.
National Agency
Thank
of
you for being here
Protected
with us.
Areas.
Before we
Jean
continue,
Vichan,
I would like to express
General
our
Director
heartfelt
of
thanks
National
for those
Forestry
people who
Administration
made this Congress
of Roman
possible.
Silva,
The Carpathian
Major
Foundation,
Mihai
the
Constantin,
Romanian Ranger
General
Association,
Inspectora of
and the Board of Europe Ranger
representative
Federation.
of General
Your
Inspectora of
committed
Romanian
and
John
hard work
Mandia.
have turned this vision
Also,
into
we want
reality.
to thank the honorable
Please,
guests that come here.
Let's give them
John
a warm
Churchill,
Where is it,
round
John?
of
Applause.
the General Manager
And may
of
I kindly
International
ask them to stand
Romanian
up, please.
Ranger Federation, and
Barbara,
Miss
stand up. I
Laura
want everybody to see you.
Pastoriano,
Stand up.
Vice President of Latin American Ranger Federation.
Wipke,
You being here today,
Florine, stand up.
the
Stand
bridge
up, Florine. I
between
want everybody to
instituted
see you.
nations
Michal.
and all those who
Okay, all the
detect
volunteers.
their
We have
life
so
to
many
protect
volunteers
nature.
here.
Thank you
Thank you
for
very
being
much.
here with us.
Maria,
Before we
Michael,
continue,
thank you.
I would like to express our heartfelt thanks for those people who made
And
this
thank you,
Congress possible.
Minister, for coming and showing up.
Carpathian
Thank you very much,
Foundation,
Diana.
the Romanian Ranger Association,
Today,
and the Board of Europe Ranger Federation.
we are celebrating
You
our
committed
united
and hard
our
work have
common
turned this
nature.
vision
I
into
want
reality. To begin by
Please,
remembering a great
let's give
champion
them
of nature
a
world,
round
Dr. Jane
of
Goodall,
applause.
who unfortunately
And may
passed away
I
just a
kindly
few
ask
days
them to
ago.
stand up, please.
Her life
Christoph,
was a gift for all of
Barbara,
us.
stand up.
We are
I
honored
want
to have
everybody
with
to
us
see you.
Sean Wilmer,
Stand up.
former president of International Ranger Federation and
Wipke,
founder of the Team Green Line Foundation. I'm sure Sean
Florine,
will
stand
speak
up.
about
Stand
Jane
up, Florine.
later
I want
on.
everybody to see you.
She was a true friend of
Michal.
and supporter of Rangers
Okay,
everywhere.
all the volunteers. We have
But I
so many
want to share
volunteers
one
here.
of her most
Thank you
powerful
very
ideas
much.
on what
Maria,
she said,
Michael, thank you.
and it's for all of us. Jane said,
And thank you,
What you do
Minister, for
makes
coming and
difference.
showing up. Thank you
and
very
you
much,
have
Diana.
to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Let those
We are
words guide us
celebrating our
during
united
this Congress
and
because
our common nature.
what we here,
I
all of
want
us,
to
doing
begin by remembering
every day
a great
in the
champion
field
of
truly
nature
matters.
world, Dr. Jane Goodall.
who unfortunately passed away just a few days ago, whose life join us today. Was a gift for all of us. But I want to take we are honored to have with us Sean Wilmer, who took former president of International Rangers Organization and founder of the Team Green Line Foundation in this organization. I'm sure Sean will speak about his leadership later on, and we will continue. She was a true friend of strong organization of Rangers everywhere that he helped to create. But I want to share one of her most powerful ideas, the old guy, on what gives the stick to the young guy, and it's for all of us. Please, this is your stage. Thank you very much. What you do makes difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference
thank you very much for this wonderful start, Ilan.
Let this word guide us during
and a warm
this
welcome
Congress,
from my side as well.
What we here,
I'm on
all
the
of
screen
us,
now. Okay.
doing
So
every
I'm Lars
day
from Germany.
in the
I'm
field
currently
truly
the
matters.
administrative officer of the European Ranger Federation
Unfortunately,
and
our
the IRF
president,
Europe representative.
could not join
And
us today.
in the minutes that I have left
I
now
want to
for this
take
welcome speech, I
a
just
moment
want
to honor
to
him,
tell you a bit
who took
about
a
the
great
European Ranger
responsibility
Federation
to lead this
and why
organization
we're here, actually,
with
why this
wisdom, and
Congress
he's
is
put
taking
all
place
his
here.
heart in this organization.
And
We
the
thank him
European Ranger
deeply for his
Federation was
leadership,
created in
and we
2017
will
in
continue to build
in
this strong
Switzerland,
organization
Switzerland, Czech
that
Republic.
he helped to create.
To
Now,
support and
me,
unite
the
Europe's
old guy,
rangers to fight for nature
Give
conservation.
the stick to the young guy.
And
Lars,
from this moment
please,
on, we
this
were
is your
constantly
stage. Thank
growing.
you very much.
So I had a map actually with, now we have 51 members all around Europe, National Ranger Association, Conservation NGOs. Thank you very much for this wonderful start. Individual members, and a warm welcome from my side as well. Daily work, it's all made
I'm on the screen now.
mostly by volunteers. So I'm Lars from Germany. I'm currently
as well.
the administrative officer of the European Ranger
try to
Federation
improve
the public
and
awareness
the IRF
of Rangers representative. And in the minutes that I have left now for this welcome speech, I just want to tell you a bit about the European Ranger Federation, also to establish Ranger training standards is taking place here. The European Ranger Federation was created in 2017 in Vitry to improve the Ranger network and Czech Republic. So for this, we organize Rangers training to support and unite Europe's Rangers to fight for nature conservation. One of the most from this moment on, we were constantly growing this Congress. So I had a map actually with here. Now we have 51 members all around Europe and the National Ranger Association, Conservation NGOs, diversity passport of Europe. Few individual members. We often tend to point on the Amazon, it's all the Congo Basin rainforest or Great Barrier Reef, but we have a responsibility as well in Europe. Of nature. We try to improve the public awareness of Rangers' crucial role. For this, we're going to hear later professional trainings about the amazing project every Ranger can afford. Also, Foundation Conservation Capacity, also to establish Ranger training standards, the Yellowstone National Park here. And for all this, everywhere to keep our treasures in Europe, we need Rangers. To improve the Ranger network, we are the key. And so for this, we organize local community training program conservation. Cooperation, voice of nature. This is the theme of the Congress. One of the most important started network is the Congress. We also and this is why we're here. And why are we here in Romania and the heart of the Carpathians? Because it's about diversity of Europe, and we often to point on the Amazon or the Congo Basin rainforest or Great Barrier Reef, but
nu
we
vreau
have
să vă plictisesc,
responsibility
sper
in
doar
Europe
să fiți un pic mai activi, să nu cumva să adormiți, pentru că eu îmi doresc să vă spun foarte mult.
We're going to hear later
Și încă dimineața o să vă spun o poveste despre un prieten. L-am cunoscut acum foarte mulți ani, mergând împreună pe munte la salvări omenești. În 1999 se pun bazele din nou a administrării de către Regia Națională a Pădurilor, arilor naturale protejate din România, cel puțin parcurile naționale și naturale. Și în 1999 se întâmplă lucruri, se stabilesc câteva definiții a ceea ce înseamnă administrare de arii naturale protejate fost sau în epoca modernă a României, dacă doriți. Nu vreau să vă plictisesc. 2000 sunt invitat să fac parte dintr-o comisie care verifică, să nu cumva să adormiți, pentru că eu îmi doresc să vă spun și în cadrul unui examen, vă spun o poveste despre un prieten, să vedem care vor fi cei selecționați pentru a deveni ranger în România. Era un termen de care nici măcar nu auzisem. În 1999 se pun bazele din nou și administrării. Atunci am avut onoarea să fac parte din echipa pădurilor care era la naturale protejate din România, trecerea în timp util a celor ce aveau să devină ranger. Așa l-am cunoscut. Și în 1999, pe cel cu care lucram de niște ani, lucruri se stabilesc astăzi reprezintă definiția rangerilor din România, administrare de arii naturale protejate, este rewilding sau în epoca modernă a României, dacă doriți. Și cel cu care am lucrat sunt invitat să fac parte dintr-o comisie care verifică, cel care a fost în anumit până acum vicepreședinte în cadrul unui examen, Asociației Internaționale a Rangerilor selecționați. Cel care a fost cunoscut în România era un termen de care nici măcar nu auzisem, dragilor, Florin, în anul 2000. Și atunci am avut onoarea să fac parte din echipa care era la puncte fixe să verifice trecerea în timp util a celor ce aveau să devină ranger. Așa l-am cunoscut a doua oară pe cel cu care lucram de niște ani. Cel care astăzi reprezintă Asociația Rangerilor din România.
Am fost la locul potrivit în momentul potrivit. Din 2002 am început să lucrez, din 2000 ca voluntar, ranger voluntar în administrația.
Cel cu care am lucrat la
și apoi încet am depășit niște bariere. Am
cel care a fost
primii din echipele de ranger,
acum
Parcul Național Tezat,
al
am avut noroc
din România.
Alfabetic eram acolo.
Asociației Internaționale a Rangerilor,
de la Piatra Craiului, de la Vânător Neam.
Cel care a
început să punem bazele
prezența rangerilor din România, dragilor, Florin,
mintea oamenilor ce înseamnă un ranger. Am avut sprijin, sunt doi domni directori, domnul Verghele și domnul Zoran Acimov, fost director la Parcul Național Retezat, care au dimensionat foarte mult activitatea rangerilor. Ne-au împins de la spate și am, cu ajutorul lor în 2007, da, m-am introdus ca pe un și cu ajutorul Federației Internaționale am făcut Florin Hălăștoanul europenilor în România. Fost la locul potrivit în momentul potrivit. Asociația Rangerilor din 2002 am început să lucrez din 2000 ca voluntar, am fost voluntar în Federația Europeană a Rangerilor. Am pus bazele și încet am depășit niște bariere și să împingem România la primii din echipele de ranger. Este în Parcul Național Tezat,
chiar primul.
Și mulțumesc tuturor colegilor ranger din România, alfabetic eram invitaților și apoi pentru sprijin de la Piatra Craiului, de la Vânător. Ați făcut posibil să se întâmple acest congres, să punem bazele și sperăm ca toată lumea, invitații și toți cei care pot să iau o decizie pe mintea oamenilor ce înseamnă un ranger. Pentru că noi suntem cei din umbră. Sunt întotdeauna rangeri directori, domnul Verghele și domnul Zoran. Am fost pe 6 continente ca vicepreședinte al Federației Internaționale a Rangerilor la Parcul și rangerul este ultimul în lanțul de decizie, dar este cel mai important. Ne-am împins de la spate și am comunicat cu ajutorul lor în 2007 și urechile administrațiilor de parc și cu ajutorul Federației care iau informațiile din teren și care le dau europenilor în România, cei care ne conduc. De atunci până în prezent, care știu Asociația Rangerilor și de multe ori suntem cei care sunt rangerilor în discuție, suntem cei care sunt rangerilor. Ultimii între bazele și am să găsim experiența, timpul și unde este în fericire avem foarte mulți colegi în România care și mulțumesc tuturor colegilor ranger din toată Europa. Este o meserie care trebuie să înveți în fiecare zi. Pentru sprijin, sper că acest congres ați făcut posibil să se întâmple acest congres și pe colegii din România, dar și pe colegii din Europa și sperăm ca toată lumea foarte și toți cei care să învățăm unii de la alții, pot să iau o decizie pe viitor. Sper să rămâneți cu congresul ăsta. Pentru noi sunt cei din umbră. Ca un congres întotdeauna rangerii și în România a adus un plus major ca vicepreședinte al Federației Internaționale a Rangerilor și sperăm că fiecare și cei care sunt aici de decizie, dar este cel mai important. Suntem cei care în ceea ce facem noi, ochii și urechile administrațiilor de parc, să ne ajute să cei care iau informațiile din teren și care ne dau mai departe, în familia rangerilor, cei care ne conduc locul foarte bine, cei care știu cel mai bine și în România suntem cei care stăm acolo în umbră și ne facem treaba, în discuție, oamenii au cei care știe despre noi, ultimii întrebați, trebuie să înțeleagă mai mult și trebuie să ne ajutați experiența, timpul și să ne scoateți un pic mai mult la lumină. Fericire, avem foarte mulți colegi în România care toată lumea să aibă un congres așa cum își didactică, este o meserie care aici trebuie să înveți în fiecare zi, cât mai multă sper că acest congres cât mai multă și pe colegii din România, dar și motivație să ducă acasă la colegilor în toată Europa foarte bun, să învățăm unii de la noi și sper să rămâneți cu congresul ăsta în minte din sală în momentul respectiv. A adus un plus major pentru fiul scurt rangerilor europeni și nu numai. Mă opresc aici și sperăm ca fiecare și cei care sunt aici invitații frumos, și cei care ne conduc să ne vedem la următorul în ceea ce facem noi mult mai multe inițiative și să ne ajute să putem fi acolo este motivație. Mulțumesc în Europa, în familia rangerilor ne-am găsit locul foarte bine. Și în România încep și stăm acolo în umbră și ne facem treaba. Oamenii au început să știe despre noi. Trebuie să înțeleagă mai mult și trebuie să ne ajutați
și Mișu Gligan în
să ne scoateți un pic mai mult la lumină.
L-am văzut, știu, am vorbit. Mișu, ridică-te în picioare, fă-te de rușine. Să te vadă lumea. El este actualul președinte al Asociației din România, unul dintre coorganizatori, pentru că celălalt organizator este Fundația Conservation Carpathia, despre care o să vorbim imediat. Dar vă spuneam că o să fie multe povești în această sală și să știți că nu doar eu spun povești, există oameni care știu să spună povești extraordinar de frumoase despre ceea ce înseamnă bogăția naturală a României. Și vă vorbesc acum de un alt prieten de-al meu, Dan Dinu, cu care am și povestit la telefon mai devreme. Din păcate, ajunge în sală, dar ne transmite povestea lui. El este cel care a Asociația Rangerilor din România, este și proiectul România Sălbatică, sală pe care l-am văzut, știu, am vorbit. Cei din România, ridică-te în picioare, fă-te de rușine, dar datorită să te vadă lumea. El este actualul președinte la nivel mondial din România, de peste 20 de ani, fotograf,
a photographer for over 20 years,
este Fundația Conservation
the founder of
despre
another
care
project
o să
from
vorbim imediat. Dar vă spuneam că o să fie
an
multe
organization of
povești în
photographers
această
from
sală
Romania.
și să știți că nu doar eu spun povești,
The movie I was
există
talking to you
oameni care
about
știu
has
să
been
spună
broadcasted
povești
on so many
extraordinar
important
de
channels,
frumoase despre
including
ceea
by
ce înseamnă
BBC,
bogăția naturală a
Nat Geo
României.
Wild,
Și vă
HBO,
vorbesc
Europe,
acum
and
de
so many
un
others.
alt prieten de-al meu, Dan Dinu, cu care am și
And just
povestit la
let
telefon
me
mai devreme. Din
share
păcate,
something that he used to say.
ajunge în sală,
When we were
dar
talking, when
ne
this project
transmite
started while
povestea lui.
Romania,
El este cel care
I was thinking of how to show others what a nice
proiectul
country we
România
have.
Sălbatică,
And at
pe
the end,
care
I realized that I've
cei din
actually
România
proven
cu
to
siguranță îl
myself,
cunoaștem,
first
dar
of all,
datorită lui
I've
Dan
proven
Dinu
that we have
deja
such a great
suntem
country.
cunoscuți la nivel mondial.
And
De
let's
peste
watch
20 de ani
a
fotograf
brief
este
movie
și
that a photographer for over 20 years,
specifically, with the
the
support
founder of another project
Foundation
from
Conservation Carpathia.
Each and every time that you
Namely,
hear
an
the
organization
name
of
Dan Dinu,
photographers from
you
Romania.
should look, you should watch, and you will
The
see
movie I
how
was talking to
beautiful
you
Romania
about
actually
has
is.
been broadcasted on so many important channels, including by BBC, Nat Geo Wild, HBO, Europe, and so many others.
And just let me share something that he used to say. When we were talking, when this project started while Romania, I was thinking of how to show others what a nice country we have. And at the end, I realized that I've actually proven to myself, first of all, I've proven that we have such a great country. And let's watch a brief movie that he has prepared for us for this event specifically, with the support of Foundation Conservation Carpathia. Each and every time that you hear the name Dan Dinu, you should look, you should watch, and you will see how beautiful Romania actually is.
De ape și păduri, numai tu îmi spui pe nume. Eu te cânt cu dor de lume. De după nori, eu să urc, tu să cobori. Câturile ți le-aș spune de ape, vântul să mi le adune, numai tu îmi spui pe nume.
Primul parc național al României a fost înființat în 1935 în munții Tezat. Iar acest loc încăpă și acum prin peisajul spectaculos și multitudinea de lac glaciare. În Domogled, Valea Cernei, cel mai mare parc național din țară, ne impresionează prin frumusețea lui, iar codrii din Putna-Prancea adăpostesc o populație sănătoasă cu core mari. Relieful sculptat de vânt al Ceahlăului ne bucură privirea prin stâncăriile lui încărcate de legende, în timp ce stâncile erodate de apă ne uimesc în cheile Bicazului, cele mai adânci din țară, și în cheile Nerei, cele mai lungi din România. Apa este actorul principal și în Balta Mică a Brăilei, un loc care ne amintește cât de frumoasă poate fi lunga unui râu care curge. Parc Național al României a fost înființat în 1935. Munții Apuseni găzduiesc peste 1000 de peșteri, acest loc, dar și cel mai și acum prin peisajul subteran din lume. Iar Piatra Craiului constituie cea mai lungă și mai înaltă creastă calcaroasă din România. În Domogled, Valea joacă perfect pentru caprele parc național din țară. Peste stâncile erodate de milioane de ani, iar în Măcinului, Prancea, adăpostoamnă peste 10.000 de păsări răpitoare. În timp ce la porțile de fier, Dunărea a despicat Carpații și a format unul dintre cele mai spectaculoase peisaje de la noi încărcate de legende. În timp ce stâncile erodate de apă, pentru ca aceste locuri să le alterate, cele mai adânci, rangerii poartă responsabilitatea de a le proteja zi de zi, cele mai lungi din România. Ei veghează ca natura să fie respectată, ca animalele să fie... Apa este actorul și ca vizitatorii să descopere aceste comori în mod responsabil, care ne amintește cât de frumoasă poate fi lunga unui râu care curge. Este suficient doar să știm că avem această bogăție naturală. Munții Apuseni găzduiesc peste 1000 de peșteri, dar și cel mai subteran din lume. Iar Piatra Craiului constituie cea mai lungă și mai înaltă creastă calcaroasă din România. Un loc de joacă perfect pentru caprele negre. Peste stâncile erodate de toate aceste habitate naturale, poate transforma România în cea mai importantă destinație ecoturistică din Europa. În timp ce la porțile de fier, însă deși s-au făcut eforturi considerabile pentru crearea acestor mai spectaculoase peisaje de la noi din țară, doar 4% din suprafața țării este protejată sub formă. Iar pentru ca aceste locuri să rămână nealterate, dintre aceste locuri nu au finanțarea necesară pentru a conserva natura la standard internațional. Ei veghează ca natura să fie respectată. Este important să încurajăm crearea de noi parcuri și ca vizitatorii să descopere aceste comori în mod responsabil, mai multe beneficii în comunitățile locale și pentru vizitatori. Este suficient doar să știm că avem această bogăție naturală pentru natură, sau este nevoie și pentru noi toți. diversitate de habitate naturale poate transforma România în cea mai importantă destinație ecoturistică din Europa. Însă, deși s-au făcut eforturi considerabile pentru crearea acestor parcuri naturale și naționale, doar 4% din suprafața țării este protejată sub formă de pădure. Iar multe dintre aceste locuri nu au finanțarea necesară pentru a conserva natura la standard internaționale. Este important să încurajăm crearea de noi parcuri și să investim mai mult în cele existente, pentru mai multe beneficii în comunitățile locale și pentru vizitatori. Menținem astfel un echilibru care nu este benefic doar pentru natură, ci pentru noi toți.
In one of the workshops, because we had this wonderful introduction. I no longer have anything to say about the next guest, a young person, an ambitious person full of energy, whom we see every day in Romanian mass media, not only a person who wanted to bring at a different level the Ministry of Environment. Back in the day was the Cinderella of the Romanian government. This is we have here with us the Minister Diana Muzoianu, the Minister of Environment, and it is up to us, each and every one of us, to do so. As Ombre was mentioning, you are the eyes, ears, and the mouth. This is the first speech that communicate where I'm nervous and really nervous of natural ever since I started working in the ministry, because I know how much heart you put into it. Whom you are the people who dedicated years of your life in one of the workshops to protect this treasure. We had this wonderful introduction. I no longer have of all, I'd like to thank to say about the next guest, a young person, the European Federation of Rangers, person full of energy, Romania, as we see every day in Romanian mass media, not only this Congress. It is an honor for us because we understand what treasures wanted we have to bring at a different level the Ministry of Environment. It will back in the day was the Cinderella of the Romanian government that we have here with us. The minister, despite the good things, there has been a conflict in environment, how to develop this country even more, how to expand the treasures that we have and how to enjoy them even more. I truly believe I never watched Dandy News where I'm nervous, crying, really nervous. This was also ever since I started working in the ministry, because I know how much heart you put into it. Of what you do to protect nature years of your life. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for this. The motto, first of all, I'd like to thank this discussion is that you are the voice of nature. The European Federation of Rangers for choosing Romania. Thank you so much for everything that you've been doing so far. My role in the ministry is to give an honor for us, because we understand what to actually bring nature and to make sure that it is protected through this event. Attitude for all of us, it will become visible that it's European wide, including something that we want to do for the sake of doing it. It's not no luxury to protect despite the good things. There has been a conflict in terms of how to develop this country even more, how to expand the treasures that we have and how to enjoy them. Plenty of people who want to make profit in a horrendous way, using all these treasures without crying. So this was maybe also another occasion. Few times, unfortunately, the Ministry of Environment has managed within the last year to protect nature every day. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for this. Taking the stand and saying we cannot. This discussion is that you are the voice of nature. Just lose these treasures without working to protect them. So thank you so much for everything that you've been doing so far. My role in the ministry is to give a voice to your work, to actually bring nature and to make sure that it is protected. Attitude for all of us to understand that it's not just about something that we want to do for the sake of doing it. It's not no luxury to protect these forests, wildlife and biodiversity. But you need lots of courage, because there are plenty of people who want to make profit in a horrendous way using all these treasures. And maybe few times, unfortunately, the Ministry of Environment has managed within the last years to be an important stakeholder in terms of actually taking the stand and saying we cannot just lose these treasures without working to protect them. So thank you so much for accepting to be
Când
bridge
bogăția
between
acestor
conservation
pentru că
and
prin munca
editie.
voastră ce se poate face absolut cu adevărat bogăție în comunitățile locale. Pentru această misiune. Eu cred real că se poate. Sunteți oamenii care practic fac legătura, sunteți primii oameni cu care îmbogățirea unor comunități locale, oamenii care protejarea comunității pe care le avem. Voi sunteți care pentru că este un copii, voi sunteți cei care aveți programe. Zic asta pentru că vedem care trageți primul semnal de alarmă de la ilegalități și când sunt distruse, fără inspirație, anumite fără un motor economic care să ajute bazat de sursele naturale pe care acele locuri, parcurile noastre, din nou oameni, zonele care încă poate nu sunt protejate, dar să creștem comunități care se dezvolte. Nu vom putea să distrugem toate locurile astea de la Ministerul Mediului, ce vă pot spune să crească în continuu comunitățile astea. Comunitățile vor putea să crească un aliat în care generații întregi de acolo construim dezvoltare reală, în comuniune cu natura și cu respect față de comunele pe care inevitabil să fie dezvoltată și întorcând bogăția acestor. Aveți în mine un aliat care să aveți o voce absolut să nu mai dea discursuri populiste pentru această misiune. Patrioți și sunteți oamenii care iubim țara asta. Sunteți doar primii oameni cu care se întâlnește o comunitate haotică. Oamenii care patriotismul adevărat cu voi se întâlnesc. Să iubești țara, care să protejezi comunitățile, să protejezi comunile, să faci o dezvoltare care să fie pe termen. Trageți primul semnal de alarmă când nu o dezvoltare care să fie pe termen și când sunt distruse comunitățile respective mai devreme sau mai târziu peste ani de zile. Eu îmi doresc să construim împreună comunități cât mai puternice alături de comorile pe care tocmai le-ați arătat. Vă mulțumesc foarte mult pentru tot ce faceți, sunteți o voce merită.
Vă rog să rămâneți numai o secundă, pentru că dacă vă așezați la
Ministerul
locul
Mediului, ce vă pot spune este că
nu mă mai lăsați pe mine să-mi fac jocurile.
aveți în mine un aliat în
Vreau
care
să vă spun că suntem multe organizații.
construim o punte reală între
cel mai important și de fapt ce se
natura, care este inevitabil să fie dezvoltată aceste locuri.
Care
Aveți în mine un aliat care
vă rog să arătați dacă noi susținem o astfel de luptă a ministrului și a ministrului în ceea ce înseamnă dezvoltare stabilă în Europa.
Haotică.
Vreau să văd care e susținerea.
Patriotismul adevărat înseamnă să iubești țara, să protejezi comunitățile, să protejezi comorile și să faci o dezvoltare care să fie pe termen lung. Nu o dezvoltare care să fie pe termen.
Da.
Comunitățile respective mai devreme sau mai târziu peste ani de zile. Eu îmi doresc să construim împreună comunități cât mai puternice alături de comorile pe care tocmai le-ați arătat. Vă mulțumesc foarte mult pentru tot ce faceți. Sunteți o voce minunată.
Vă rog să rămâneți numai o secundă. Și sigur asta, pentru că dacă se face așezați la echipe mari, în echipe mixte, nu mă mai lăsați pe mine să în acest moment. Vreau să vă spun că suntem multe organizații se află sub cel mai important și de fapt ale pădurilor sunt rangerii din și astăzi avem bucuria să le avem alături de noi. Aș vrea, vă rog să arătați dacă noi susținem o astfel de luptă a ministrului și a ministrului în ceea ce înseamnă dezvoltare stabilă în Europa. Vreau să văd care e susținerea voastră.
Da, bună ziua.
De aici să vedem mai frumos.
Mai
frumos.
Sitting after the minister, it's quite hard.
Da, este o luptă și sigur toți ne dorim o dezvoltare, dar așa, deși perimat așa puțin termenul dezvoltare durabilă, dar da, trebuie să lăsăm ceva și după noi. Și sigur asta se face în echipe mari, în echipe mixte. Rangerii în acest moment, din așa, pornind de la minister, se află sub oblăduirea Regiei Naționale a Pădurilor, Rom Silva, și astăzi avem bucuria să-l avem alături de noi pe domnul Jean, directorul RNP Rom Silva.
What role this organization plays. The role of the profession of rangers, which truly deserves our full respect.
Da, bună ziua. Să știți că și eu am emoții.
As you know, the National Directorate Rom Silva manages 24 national parks and reserves, and our on behalf administration has Federation in Romania would like to thank you for inviting me, esteemed rangers, with lots of trust. fashion, at least for Romania. General manager of Romsilva, I was happily pleased to receive this invitation and to come here. It is indeed an opportunity with the Rangers Association in Romania, one that we've signed about 5 years to have had this opportunity to hold such an event. But a couple of days ago, we did not know so much about your organization. Our promises. In the meantime, this protocol, I also want to admit that yesterday, and I know what it represents, the rules of this organization plays, operation, and I try to see what the ranger activity in Romsilva is. I couldn't actually find too many things that would mention something about what the ranger does, but the national that in the near future we are going to make changes manages 24 national parks and reserves for natural and protected areas. Administration has
Romania and myself,
are
we are
doing their
supporting
job
you.
with
We
lots
are
of trust.
partners. We would like to support
At least for
the
Romania, but
Rangers.
it is
And in
a
the
very
end,
important one
happy birthday to you.
for
And
Romsilva and for
you should
Romania,
create
and
a
of course
tradition
for,
out of
for the
this.
entire Europe. What I wanted to say is that we have a protocol with the Rangers Association in Romania, one that we've signed about 5 years ago, which I think we should update a
Thank
bit.
you for your
But we need to
presence.
take it forward and to make sure that
Yes,
we keep our
there are
promises
people
through this
in the
protocol.
field
I
who
also
are
want to
working
admit
and
that
who
yesterday I
support
studied
the
organization,
changes
the
that are
rules
so
of
necessary for
operation,
a
and I
beautiful
try to
and
see
healthy
what the
nature.
ranger activity in Romsilva is. I couldn't actually find too many things that would mention something
Without
about what the
further
ranger
ado,
does,
I would like to
but
invite
I
now
promise that in the near future
Miss
we are going to make changes
Senior
in this
Advisor of the National Agency
regulation
for the Environment and
natural
Protected
protected
Areas,
areas.
Mihaela Anastase. Romania and myself, we are supporting you. We are partners. We would like to support the Rangers. And in the end, happy birthday to you. And you should create a tradition out of this.
National Agency for Protected Area Environment and Protected Areas. I welcome
Thank you for your presence.
to
Yes,
Romania.
there are people in the field who are working and
European
who
Ranger
support
Congress.
the changes
It
that
is an
are
honor
so
for our
necessary
country to host
for a
a
beautiful
special
and healthy
event
nature.
that brings together experts and representatives of
Without further ado, I would like to invite now
that
Miss
are responsible for
Senior
nature
Advisor of the National Agency for the Environment and Protected Areas, Mihaela
we all
Anastase.
are here together demonstrate our shared commitment, but in the same time the solidarity with the profession that usually quietly with a huge role in
National
nature
Agency for
Protected Area Environment and Protected Areas. I welcome you and people on to Romania to work for the sixth European Ranger information about species. It is an honor for our school project. The special residents that if the period of the forest fruits is still going on. Tourists ask some information of a trail. With every answer, every responsible for nature protection. Rangers inspire we all are here together, guide visitors and educate our community. But in the same time, showing that their mission is not profession to protect nature, but also connected it with people. With a huge role in this nature is the essence conservation of work that we all celebrate our Congress between of people. This Congress remind us that the role of the Rangers goes information beyond of the nature protection. Local residents ask if the everyday in the forest fruits is still going on. Tourists ask some information of a trail. Who monitors with every answer and every gesture and inspire local rangers. Romania, with about a quarter of its territory guide visitors is a land of extraordinary diversity, home showing that their mission is not only old heritage Danube Delta and the largest population of large carnivores in Europe. All of this requires care, responsibility, and dedicated people like you, Rangers. On behalf of National Agency of Protected Areas, the role of the Rangers goes far beyond openness. We are confident that this Congress will not only every day in discussion, who will be ensure rules and encouragement, motivation, rules are respected, strengthening the European region habitat and educate and inspire. I invite you to see in these days the opportunity Romania with about a quarter of its territory build sustainable partnership is a land of extraordinary diversity and shared experience, prime contributes to alpine habitat, common mission, old heritage protected Delta, and the largest population of heritage carnivores to future generation. All of this requires care, to thank you responsibility for being and dedicated people. Congratulate the organizers for on their behalf effort of National Agency and best wishes for successful Congress. I assure welcome to Romania and enjoy the European Ranger Congress. We are confident that this Congress will not be a forum of discussion, will be a space for encouragement, motivation, and strengthening the European Ranger community. I invite you to see in these days the opportunity to learn, connect, build
the ministry and
every conversation,
forestry administration will find in us specialists willing to help, because there are so many things to be done that is going to be difficult for just a person or a ministry to solve everything that needs to be solved in such a short time.
For being here. Congratulate the organization.
Today, it's the day of stories.
Organizers for their effort and best wishes for a successful Congress. Welcome to Romania and enjoy the European
We usually
Ranger
are
Congress
in the mountains and you meet your mountain rescuers and your colleagues from the mountain gendarmerie. In Romania, the mountain gendarmerie is an institution that works amazingly well with well-trained people, specialists who are always willing to help the areas of nature, the conservation in their discoveries. The ministry and forestry administration, they work with the rangers, will find in us specialists willing to help, because there are so many things to be done that is going to be difficult for just a person or a ministry to solve everything that needs to be solved in such a short time. 1/3 of the country with forests and hills. Today it's the day of stories and a lot of nature. Today we are thrilled to welcome the person who's managing. We usually are in the mountains, the mountain gendarmerie, mountain rescuers. I'm going to invite him, the mountain gendarmerie. In Romania, the mountain gendarmerie for a welcoming speech, institution that works Mr. Nenciu Mihai well with well-trained people who are always willing to help the rangers in their discoveries. They work with the rangers. In many protected areas in the mountains. We are proud to say that we have 1/3 of the country with forests and hills.
This meeting. I would like to begin first by presenting the Romanian Gendarmerie organization.
Today we are thrilled to welcome the person who's managing the mountain gendarmerie.
Is the specialized
I'm going to
institution of the
invite
state
him
within military status, part of the Ministry of the Internal
for a
Affairs.
welcoming speech. Mr. Nenciu Mihai
The General Inspectorate
Constantin,
of the Romanian Gendarmerie has in subordination 41 county gendarmerie inspectorates, 8 mobile gendarmerie groups, General Directorate of Bucharest Gendarmerie, Special Intervention Brigade of the Gendarmerie, military units for training and continuous training, and one special unit, 72 Special Gendarmes Unit. Together with you, this meeting. These are the 8 mobile gendarmerie groups. Begin first by presenting the Romanian Gendarmerie organization, as well as its Gendarme Brigade, which has the entire charge. The Romanian Gendarmerie is the specialized institution of the state within military status. The Romanian Gendarmerie is the responsible institution in Romania of ensuring public order during rallies, marches, demonstrations, processions, picketing actions, promotion, cultural, artistic, sporting events, religious, and other such events, activities taking place within and involving crowds of Bucharest Gendarmerie. Special Intervention Brigade of the main public order missions are during protests, units for training and continuous training, during religious and one special cultural and artistic special gendarmes unit. If public gatherings and the civilized character, the participants in these are the life, 8 mobile gendarmerie groups with the counties in charge, forces, and order to threaten gendarme brigade, which has the entire and other properties of public or private interest, the gendarmerie will intervene to restore public order together the Romanian with the gendarmerie other structures is the responsible in the execution of the mission in Romania of ensuring public order during rallies, marches, demonstrations, processions, picketing actions, promotion, cultural, artistic, and sporting events, religious, and other such events, activities taking place within and involving crowds of people. Is under the law with the other components of the main public order missions are during protests, police, General Inspectorate of the during aviation, General Inspectorate of emergency situation, with the structures of the defense and national security system, and collaborative and the civilized character, the participants endanger the life, the bodily integrity of administration, the law forces, organization, order to with other legal with devastation as well as with buildings and other properties of public or private interest, the gendarmerie will intervene to restore public order together with the other structures involved in the execution of the mission. The Romanian Gendarmerie, alongside the Romanian police, the Romanian Gendarmerie will establish safety in urban and rural areas and also in sport arenas. The Romanian Gendarmerie cooperates, carries out activities at the magistrate under the law with the other components of the execute anti-terrorist intervention. National Police, General Inspectorate of the Aviation, General Inspectorate of Emergency Situation, with the structures of the defense and national security system. We also use service animals during the execution of specific missions and authorities like the central and local service administration, government organization, with other legal entities as well as with individuals. Ensures the security of the important objectives, transports, and pipelines. Main objectives and the responsibilities are the Romanian Parliament, the Romanian government, ministers, courts, public prosecutors' office, areas, treasures, strategic and nuclear sites. The Romanian Gendarmerie also ensures protection of special transports, execute anti-terrorist intervention, explosives, substance, radioactive, and nuclear materials. The Romanian Gendarmerie also use service animals during the execution of specific missions, training activities in the constitution of international forces destined to carry out missions within the framework of conflict prevention and crisis management actions. Ensures the security of the important objectives, transports, and pipelines. So far, the Romanian Gendarmerie has participated through its structures in 16 international peacekeeping missions in Romanian Parliament, under the Romanian government, UN, ministers, and courts, public prosecutor's office, treasures, strategic and nuclear sites. Now, there are mountain gendarmerie structures in 21 countries. Romanian gendarmerie also ensure protection of special transports. We have one training center for the mountain gendarmerie in Sinaia, which is a military institution for continuous education intended to ensure the training, specialization, and improvement of the operational personnel. The Romanian gendarmerie also participates in missions outside the Romanian state in training activities in the constitution of international forces destined to carry out missions in the framework of conflict prevention and crisis management actions. So far, the Romanian gendarmerie has participated through its structures in 16 international peacekeeping missions in 13 countries under NATO, UN, the mountain gendarmerie and OSCE in mountain environment. Now, there are mountain gendarmerie structures in 21 countries alongside the Mountain Rescue Service. We have one training center for the mountain gendarmerie in Sinaia, which is a military institution for continuous education intended to ensure the training, specialization, and improvement of the operational personnel in the specialized structures of the Ministry of Internal Affairs. This was a short movie with that was all for me. Thank you for your attention. I hope that you will achieve goals in this activity. And in the end, I will like to say that I find it representative for this meeting. And it sounds like this. The power of the team is in every member. The team. Thank you.
Mulțumim foarte mult pentru prezentare. Ați confirmat ce spuneam, că sunt mai multe echipe și care fac lucruri minunate. E important și pentru...
It is important both for rangers and mountain rescuers to feel safe, because with our colleagues and friends
That
from
was
the
all
mountain
for me.
gendarmerie,
Thank you for
we
your
do
attention.
feel
I hope
safe.
that you will achieve
In slightly
goals
isolated
in this
areas.
activity.
We'll move
And
further
in the
to the
end,
next
I
presentation,
would like to
and I
say
shall invite you,
that
Ms. Mihaela Anastase.
find it representative for this
Ms.
meeting.
Mihaela
And it
Anastase
sounds
is a
like
senior
this. The
advisor
power
of the
of the
National
team is in
Agency
every
for the
member.
Environment and Protected Areas. Thank you so much.
Mulțumim foarte mult pentru prezentare.
Areas
Spuneam că sunt mai multe echipe
and their
și care fac lucruri minunate.
It is important both for rangers and mountain rescuers
I want to tell you
to feel safe, because with our colleagues and friends from the mountain gendarmerie, we do feel safe
of the
in slightly isolated areas. We'll move further to the next presentation, and I shall invite you, Ms. Mihaela Anastase.
there is a
Ms. Mihaela Anastase is a senior advisor of the National Agency for the Environment and Protected Areas. Thank you so much.
is a country in southeast part of Europe, and there's a blend of landscape and their species. safeguard this rich natural heritage. I want to tell you some important facts that I show you here in this presentation. Land force and climate that of the from the alpine habitat administration, and the second things wetlands from presentation. There is we have and five from all the first who bioregional as a cappuccino from geographical region from only in Romania, and is a country in well-preserved natural ecosystem. Europe. This is and principle of the law industrialization of landscape country. And we return now to show this rich historical and natural heritage. We see here we have some important facts. I show you here Yellowstone and land force and climate that from the alpine habitat, the normal wetlands from for national park. We have five from all of by 1999 jungle region from only in Romania, and was the first is natural ecosystem structure. Starting the reintroduction of industrialization of our country. It was the first. We return now to show some historical landmarks. We have the first law. We have protected areas. The contract administration. In 2006, Yellowstone 7 with the European 2000. 8 years ago, we have the first special agenda for the normative. It was a tentative for national park, 2010, but unsuccessful. And like a hot 1999, now bank the national environmental was the first three administration structure. We have starting the reintroduction of network of protected areas in it was first that management plan forms the of the we have the first conservation on protected areas. We contract administration over the 2007 protected. We have under the 2000 national park. Natural years park. Ago, we have the first reserve for protected areas. Was here that we are is missing two categories, and one like a hot. We have now protected area at the national environment of national 2000 protection. Under the international level, we have look at the network of protected areas in Ramsar that to safeguard these forms protected areas of the nature conservation effort. We have the over the 1,000 protected areas under the national level, national park, natural park, nature reserve, and natural monument. We see here that we are it is missing two categories. IUCN category 1. We have protected area. At the European over 600 of Natura 2000. Under the international level, we have is anti-Ramsar style. To safeguard these protected areas, we look. We have the
to participate at the implementation of national and international policy on education, awareness, and community. Outstanding of natural values of Romania. A lot of biodiversity, but I highlighted here the most Romania we have the Carpathian Mountains. One is nature biodiversity, national archive carnivore. We have the best preserved delta. The second one is all the special artist factor, and we have here species and major and the oldest administrative. We have here the institution responsible for protected areas. The major role makes the majority of participate at the implementation of national, European, and we have county council and the municipality of Bucharest. All of them we are shown here in the contractual relationship mode of national agency. And the third one is our related to the biosphere research. We have in Romania three kind of administration. One is made directly the people who safeguard our rangers. They are the second one is to people, special administrative specialty, but we have here most of the major and the oldest and they do biodiversity monitoring, supervision of compliance with the environmental recommendation, intervention with majority of physical activities, natural and education and guidance for we have county councils. The involved in conservation all of them, they are in contractual relationship with alongside the rangers. We have the team who works together for protect the treasure of the protected areas. We have managers with their chief. We have the people who safeguard the ecological education. Our rangers, they are over 200 people. Despite of their dedication, but many rangers face a range of challenges. And we have here monitoring, supervision of compliance with the environmental legislation, optimization of the rangers numbers with the sizes, education and managing human pressure and non-compliance activities, strengthening controls in conservation increasing the visibility and evaluation of rangers' role. Alongside the rangers, we have the team who works together for protect the they make progress in training, chief, community engagement, and using the technology, modern technology, sustainable management, health and safety, and of course, collaboration. Despite of their dedication, the rangers, Romanian rangers, range of challenge was great and supported by the Romanian Association of Rangers. Optimizing the global rangers operation size has played managing human important roles in providing professional trainings and increasing the development and evaluation of rangers' role. Thanking you also we have mentioned that achievements. They made progress in training, dedication, engagement, rangers, in using the technology, modern technology, sustainable management, health and safety. Let's continue to communicate, to share, to establishing the Romanian Ranger network was greatly supported by Romanian Association by the Global Foundation has played important role in providing trainings and professional development. Thanking you for your attention. I conclude that
because he does have a very long career and lots of experience in Romania. This is a person who came to Romania in 1993 for a research project for wolves. And ever since, it's been around 30 years and he's still in Romania. He's still here doing great things. He has built what today we call the biggest NGO for conservation in Romania. And that's not an easy thing to do. To grow such a great team, such a big NGO is very significant. So the fact is that we've met a couple of times this life, and we've also met in the office. I might say we talked and exchanged views, but because he does have a very long thing is that we met and lots on the field. Experience in Romania. We met exactly where things are happening when you, the Rangers, play an important part, because without you, we lack exactly what I was saying before, project for wolves. Eyes, the ears, the hands and feet of the administration. And ever since, it's good to have you there. It's been around 30 years and he's still in Romania. What else could I say? Still here, he is the person who, together with his wife, is the executive manager of Foundation Conservation Carpathia for conservation, in the core organizer of that's not an easy this thing great event. To grow such a great team, such a big NGO, he is the man, is very who did, and so I truly hope that we'll have met a couple of times the same level of energy, and we've also met in the office to grow, to continue growing in terms of Romanian conservation. So Christoph Bromberger, the most beautiful thing is that we met. Please join on the field. We met exactly where things are happening, where you, the Rangers, play an important part, because without you, we lack exactly what I was saying before, the eyes, the ears, the hands and feet of the administration. So it's good to have you there. What else could I say? He is the person who, together with his wife, Director, Mr. Advisor, is the executive manager of Foundation Conservation Carpathia, the core organizer of this great event. He is the man who did, and I truly hope will have at least the same level of energy to grow, to continue growing in terms of Romanian conservation. So Christoph Bromberger, you have the floor.
As the ministry has
please join us.
Before, conservation is a luxury and we need economic development now. And I think these voices are totally wrong. And I want to explore a little bit how national parks actually contribute to a lot of the problems that we face.
Esteemed
right now.
Minister.
So here, this is
Mr. Major, Mr. Director, Mr. Advisor.
With all the national parks. So I'm talking about the national parks, not about the other protected areas. Romania has about 1.3% of land surface. We see there's a little bit space to the European still is not very good on about the role of 0.6%. Overall, we have about 3 to 5%, especially in the definition right now of conservation. But if we look, there's also countries that have a lot more. just as surface in national parks. As the ministry has goes up to some countries, 20% is a luxury and we need development now in the form of national parks. These are totally wrong. And I want to explore a little bit. And we've heard that just now that in 1972 contribute to a lot of the problems that we face right now. So here, and the enjoyment of people. Today, with all the national parks, it's really about national parks, about nature. But Romania has about 1.3% part of these national parks surface to more. You see, there's a little just protecting. Let's have a look. That is not very good on a global level, 1.6%. Overall, we have about 3 to 5%. Depends on the definition of national parks. But climate change, there's also countries that have a lot important and extremely hard surface in national parks. Estimated, and it goes up damage in some countries. The European Union of their surface is protected in the form of national billion euro. And I have written the number just to, make sure knowing we've heard there about billions here and billions there. In 1970, this is a number, 50 billion euro is estimated the annual damage and an enjoyment of the droughts. Today, and this is from climate change, the reality really unfortunately is problem of nature. Because I want to look at just July and August, this summer, these national parks, more than just 43 billion just in 2 months damage. And let's have a look at our most so this is a major global challenge. One of them is on the opposite side, not floods. We have climate change today we live here important floods, and there's not really much estimated annual damage. The European Union is about 10 billion. Is the reality again is probably much worse. In 20, I have written the number just we are talking because we hear now everywhere about billions here and billions there. Nature catastrophe. This is the number. 50 billion euro has estimated 33 annual alone in a small droughts. And this is from climate change. The reality, unfortunately, annual damage in the European Union through just change this summer of health 2 months for estimated to be 143 billion just in 2 months damage, and this excludes deaths every year. So this is a major threat for us. National parks. On the opposite side, floods. So they definitely protect us. We have the feeling that today we live either in national parks, store a large amount of much different anymore. Yes, we know that by now that the build damage is about more than 1,000 years. So if you let them, they the just reality again build up much worse. The close past here in Strumba, which is the biggest there's a sample plot nature catastrophe. They have measured has 1,033 cubic meters alone in a lifetime of timber. The amount of carbon of annual damage in the European Union through climate change. National park in terms of health for all estimated to be 100 stabilized water catchment. Know that water becomes an increasingly important source of deaths every year. They decrease erosion problems. So mitigate heat national parks because of the cooling effect of these. So they definitely protect us from climate change. The risks of national parks store large amounts of carbon dioxide. And we know that by now that the water storage capacity from old growths for more than 1,000 years. So if you let them, they just continue to build up. It's 2 times higher than of a managed forest close here in Strumba, in heavy rains in forest. There's a sample plot which lower have met an old growth forest and then of 1,200 cubic meters much more water standing with a lifetime droughts of timber. If we have forests that are functioning of many protected areas, they also protect them from that. So national parks, if national parks really help and mitigate and stabilize water catchment. It's an important thing when we know that water becomes increasingly important source. National parks can decrease erosion problems. Then the second mitigating it is the biodiversity because of the cooling. Now, a lot of people say about this. So they out there, whether risk or not, if I'm actually happy with droughts and landslides around me. And but it's not. If you look at the water storage capacity from old growth forest, just the value of pollination in agriculture in the European Union is estimated 2 times higher than of €1 million. So that's a lot of money. Off at the heavy rains, if you look at 2 to 3 times lower from old growth, then we see that actually in the last 50 years, the number of birds has dropped 30%. And this is because they don't find enough food. Forests that are functioning, big protected areas, they also have a problem from that. Invasive species is another important problem and mitigate estimates. The official estimates in the European Union is when we talk damage to invasive species is now annually €12 billion. And then we said we're looking at is the biodiversity of diseases. Now a lot of people say what I care about these insects out there, whether they exist or not. I'm actually happy if diseases that we have not ever but it's not like this. They're very important. Also, with just the value of food declination in agriculture increase in the European Union is estimated to be about 15 billion euros. So that's a lot of money. At the same time, if you look at farmland bird index, so then we see parks again last 40 years in the number of birds has decreased in the ecosystem by 30%. And this is because they don't find enough parks. They protect pristine landscapes and habitats. So we have a problem here. Huge invasive species in another animals and plant species. And like this, the official estimates in the European Union is that the damage through invasive species is now annually 12 neighboring agricultural areas. So then, if we have functioning spread national parks, it has an effect outside the national park. Then we know that diseases that we have not ever ecosystems with birds and mammals, they can keep mosquitoes in check. And with a 2% increase transmitter of diseases like Lyme disease or already across and just from our own experience, I walked through that. So national parks again have an important role in biodiversity and I'm pretty sure I won't have to take them, maybe one. Those national parks, they protect pristine landscapes. An area where which has been clear cut before we started, now we are trying to restore animals and plant species. And like this, they create an intact ecosystem, a full body condom, has a very positive spillover effect on neighboring agricultural areas. So it's an area that is like, if we have functioning national park, it has an effect outside the national park. Then we know that inside keep nature ecosystems with birds and mammals. They can keep mosquitoes at another important issue. And Minister increasingly mentioned that transmitter problem, disease like Lyme disease and this is not just that we like to see functioning and flourishing through that village. Working for this is an issue that has to do with democracy. I can walk in short issue that has to do with education. Is an issue that has to do with pretty much everything that concerns us as a society. An area where which has been cleared cut before we got there, so we are trying to restore it, urban area. If you look at the area where economy there is in place, within the European Union to walk through, and even then salaries, the income of people is about 20% higher in which shows urban areas compared to the rural areas. But if you look at some countries, especially in our east, this is even much wider. We have in Romania, for example, the urban areas have a 60% higher. And another important issue, and again, the minister has mentioned that a lot of problem of urban and unfortunately this is not imbalance that we like to see. We have to really functioning and flourishing. If you look at education, same situation. This is an issue that has to do with urban areas. We have a 60% higher rate of university degree issue that has to do with pretty much everything in the European concerns us as a society. Now you might say we don't get all a university degree. That's okay, but we're having even bigger problem area. That is, if you look at rural areas, economy, there's a huge imbalance. Within the European Union, levels that are really alarming. Salaries, and this is where we have the income of people. It's about 20% higher. Same problem. Urban areas, rural areas, general positions double the amount, especially in the southeast. Urban areas much wider. We have in Romania, for example, the specialist positions even worse, 3 to 1. Rural areas. So what does it have to do with national parks? To a lot, because a lot of problems. A national park, and unfortunately, source this imbalance in economic development. We have to national parks attract visitors. If you look at education, create same jobs. In income for people, and stimulates university worldwide, wherever you go. A national park has always been done for the local communities. But now and some countries have even recognized that that's okay. National park tourism become bigger, can become main economic rural areas. And I think we heard that before that reach that levels that are really alarming. And this is where we have to ecotourism destination. Health services, Europe. Same problem. So what I have done is I have compared now general positions double the amount per taxpayer money in urban areas to rural areas, the value creation, especially of national positions even worse, just 3 to 1 examples. First one, Bavarian Forest. What does that have to do? Do we have anybody from Bavarian Forest National Park? Because a national park, I know you. Source, this is where I come from, development. Actually. National park that attracts visitors, a national park government, the Bavarian government puts about 10 million euro every year into the administration of the national park, stimulates the economy worldwide. Wherever you go, this national park 100 million euros, so 10 times the community amount. Yellowstone National Park even costs the government 65 million. National Park tourism Europe can become a main economic story to translate. And I think we've heard that before, that creates value on the 1 billion euro per year to become if you go into countries like Europe, Africa. So what I have done is I have compared now Tanzania, Serengeti National Park, taxpayer government 35 million. And creates the value creation of national value of just over $500 million. First one, Bavarian Forest National Park, we have the national parks, if they're done right, they can be a highly successful rural development. This is where I come from. Actually, we're putting so much money into all kind of programs. Government, the Bavarian government puts about 10 million euro every year into the administration. And they have an important role in research and education that is created through this national park to promote environmental education to the local community. Yellowstone National Park visitors. Cost the government 65 million, contribute also euro education. They contribute cultural and social value. And it creates a national park of always automatically also per year. Protects the cultural Africa heritage, and it enhances developing countries of Tanzania, Serengeti National Park, the government 35 million, and create enhance our local culture heritage and value of over $500 million. I think this is something that in our shows that national parks actually, if they're done right tomorrow, they can be a highly successful rural development that is also extremely important. And we're putting so much money in national parks programs, create a long-term sustainability. National parks can do even more. They have an important role in research and education. I'm not aware of any national parks that environmental education to the local communities. National park wants to national parks. So national parks contribute also really education, and they contribute to cultural and social the future generations. Because a national park always ecosystem services also will remain in place. It's like a natural we don't know whether the culture and still heritage. A national park enhances the quality of life. So again, national park in the long term. So a national park is really culture about sustainability. And so I think this is something what I wanted to say in these 20 minutes. We think national parks until tomorrow all the time important people fast and faster. And one thing that is also extremely important is national parks actually are so much more. National parks are an opportunity. National parks to solve the gold standard many of the problems that we're facing right now. I'm not aware of nothing to do actually with conservation created, but where nature really is not the important. A national park wants a national park, and so I think it creates a lot more national sort of an insurance policy for the future generations that these ecosystem services will remain in place. It's not something that you don't know whether next year it's going to still happen or not. A national park is there and protects you in the long term. So a national park is really about sustainability. So, what I wanted to say in these 20 minutes is national parks, we know them all. And they're important, and you all
for
work,
managing
and they're
time
all
well.
for
This will
nature.
help us a lot
But
for
national
the rest
parks
of the day.
actually
We are just
are
getting
so much
warm
more. National parks
now.
are an
I hope you're not
opportunity
bored.
to solve us many of the problems that you're facing right now that have nothing to do
Now we'll have a
with
coffee break.
conservation.
But
where nature
please,
really is the important
stay with me
driver
until I
for that.
explain you what
And so
shall happen
I
next.
think
The
we
coffee
need a lot more
break
national
will
parks.
happen
Thank you very
downstairs.
much.
There'll be coffee and water. I would like to ask you once more to leave your headsets on the chairs. You'll find them when you get back. Now it's 11:15. Let's do our very best to be back for managing time in well. Half an hour This will time. help us
So
a
at
lot
11:15
for the rest of the day. We are just
you hear
getting
this
warm now. I hope you're not bored. It means that you're already late. Now we'll have a coffee break. So
But
if you do
please,
hear that, please
stay
keep
with
this in
me
mind.
until I
I'm
explain
using
you what
this,
shall happen
while
next.
playing with
The coffee
kids.
break
And it's a
will
nice way
happen
to draw your
downstairs.
attention
There'll be
that you should
coffee
get
and
back.
water.
So I would like to ask the minister and the representatives of the institution for a media debriefing.
I would like to ask you
So we
once
will
more
stay here, but the other
to leave
participants
your
have
headsets
30
on
minutes
the
break.
chairs. You'll find them
You have the
when you get back.
restrooms on the right, and then the corner
Now it's
of the
11:45
natural protected areas in Romania, and a
Let's
restaurant
do our
where
very
you
best
can
to be
just
back
grab a coffee
in half an hour time, so at 11:15. If you hear this, it means that you're already late. So if you do hear that, please keep this in mind. I'm using this while playing with kids, and it's a nice way to draw your attention that you should get back. So I would like to ask the minister and the representatives of the institution for a media debriefing. So we will stay here, but the other participants have 30 minutes break. You have the restrooms on the right, and then the corner of the natural protected areas in Romania, and a restaurant where you can just grab a coffee.